The poems in this video were published in A Bard Out of Time and Other Poems, the second edition of which is available for free through most ebook retailers. In this video, it deals with the undead for the most part. Vampires, ghouls, things like that, along with a few poems about werewolves. The Huntsman. A lone man walks the withered land, a shadow figure, scythe in hand, cloaked in darkness, face unseen, except for eyes of dull red gleam. A dying man lies at his feet, the fate he knows he soon will meet. He looks into death's deep red eyes. Down comes the stroke as the dead man dies. His soul goes swiftly to its end, and death strolls further round the bend. Thus he has done since time's beginning, walking the earth, soul gathering. Banshee, blood curdling scream. The warrior's hands tremble. Risen darkness, breath of chill air, coffin dry as tinder, the family mausoleum welcomes me. A hunting she will go. She sleeps the day away in peaceful slumber. Her breath a non-existent wisp. Her skin so cold you'd swear that she was dead. But when each nightfall comes, her eyelids flutter, come to life. She rises slowly like a damsel kissed. Her yawn could stretch for miles. Thin arms crinkle like old parchment dried by wind, enchanted by the gods and long entombed. The night is hers. This night is hers, and she embraces it with relish. She becomes the night, becomes the nightmare, the scream. She floats atop the stone floor like a dream that never ends. But soon the dawn will come. Her time is short, and she must hurry, hurry. All Hallows Eve. October rains have brought a sudden chill that seeps into the marrow of my bone. I stand like pine upon a broken hill, and find that I no longer stand alone. Behind me in the mist there is a form escaping from the shadows of a cave. Unleashed with vigor from the building storm, it creeps in silence to a waiting grave. I watch it folding back the sodden earth to disappear inside a darkened stair, and fill my spirit, gently giving birth to horror that is well beyond compare, until a claw comes stretching out for me, and I am petrified and cannot flee. Last meal. For ghouls and cannibals who like the taste of blood, a diet at a lively trot, and freshness of the food, The only thing that matters is chilling to the last. Did they catch their fleeing prey, or did it run too fast? Zombie apocalypse. The moaning zombie stumbles aimlessly, its hands out, desperately groping for its eyes. November 26th, 1922. As I deciphered mystic glyphs and wards, I think, no curse will stop me now. I thrust aside all caution. I smash the cover stone. A puff of air escapes the long sealed tomb. A first breath or a dying one? Splintered shards of clay go tumbling inward to stir up dust long settled on the floor. The sunlight throws illuminating shadows in the room, bright shafts of incandescence, shreds of truth. The forms take shape. My heart pulsates. My breath erupts. Small beads of sweat form. Out I reach to touch history, and it fondles me. Tomb Raider. The darkness has covered my tracks and my plan. The tomb of the pharaoh is waiting for me. I hasten to lever the stone away from the door and enter with the lantern, cautiously. The pitfalls and dangers I easily meet, and soon I am standing before the god. I push against the sarcophagus's lid and feel the past escaping from inside. I lift the lantern up, and a chilling breeze extinguishes its brilliant yellow flame. The sudden eerie darkness is cold, deadly, and I regret the reasons why I came. The silence of ages still clings to the walls. The scent of time passing still hangs in the air. My moment of triumph has fallen down low as I softly whisper, I'm sorry I'm here. My voice sends a shiver down hallway and spine, returning like clockwork in echoing time. A teardrop and prayer I solemnly spend. A voice from the darkness says, you are mine. Blueblood's Ghost. Blueblood's ghost was an ornery sort, haunting the alleys of Salem's port, chasing the men with a merry laugh, and clacking the cobbles with his phantom staff. For the women he used a different ploy, serenading them with the lover's joy. His voice was full and strong with sweet, for any poor lady he happened to meet. The boats, it is said, could hear him bewail for miles about in midwinter gales. Shudders would spin down the sailors' spines. Blueblood's ghost muttered time after time. But the truth of the matter, if truth be told, there were no ghosts left to behold, for a figment was he from a distant past, a fragment of legend with mythical cast. But tell this not to the fearful men who swear they hear him time and again, nor to the ladies, blush though they do, who whisper in secret of their lovers' coo. For they will run you out of town, or find a stake and burn you down. So nod your head and agree with them, the odd little villagers from sleepy Salem. drained. My lifeblood is another's death, a necessary tragedy, but only for the briefest time. 3 days, a week. How long can I withstand the urge before I feed again? How long before the need becomes unbearable? Oh, had I but known this dreadful prize, my lifeblood, their deaths, a tangled shadow spread across my soul like buttered bread, and feed I will, despite the life I take, in order to survive. I turn away, dismiss the dead, my lifeblood. Bloodlines. An evil moon shines down on me, hinting of things to come, concealing horrid memories of the devil's work I've done. Fangs unsheathed of canine teeth, and hair that's lost control. A madman's lust for human blood, unfettered by a soul. I seek to sate my sudden need with the first I come across. I sink in deeply with my teeth, ensuring none is lost. I rip and tear and rend with claw, while shreds of flesh surrender to the rabid beast in me that tastes the fresh blood of her. Her screaming falls on eager ears, her blood goes racing faster, until the final scream cuts off. I suck my lifeblood from her. The blood is sweet as nectar's breath, dancing on my tongue. It trickles down my swollen throat. Too soon the meal is done. I revel in the luxury, the massive high I feel, but only for a moment's breath that makes it seem surreal. I flee the scene that I have made and find my way to home, where I sit and ponder on the dreadful deed I've done. With the passing of the rush, the fix's potency, I feel deflated all at once and ease off into sleep. I wake with blood dried on my chin, no wound from which it flowed. A rancid taste is in my mouth that makes me gag and choke. I cleanse myself as best I can, discard my tattered skin. I stare into the empty glass at what I've always been. I wonder if I'll ever die. Will peace for me be found? The tears go slipping from my eyes and fall without a sound. Who will come to slit my throat or plunge into my heart a weapon made with finest skill from simple silver start? Until that day I'll sit and pray with eerie dreams of death, and still the sickened souls of life that cling to barest breath. I let their tainted blood to flow to slake my endless thirst, for finding where my next hit is always what comes first. A moral dilemma. If I can kill and slake my thirst for blood and leave the siphoned bodies where they fall, would that turn me into an undead stud instead of just a creepy guy from hell? Vampiric lusts have always come and gone. It is the nature of my quaint disease. But I have managed to forestall it some by drinking blood from captive chimpanzees. The nutrients I get aren't quite enough. There's something missing that I need to have. But I can compensate with human blood while working on the mortuary staff. This does negate my blood's anemia. I haven't had to kill to get my blood. Morning. The full moon lingers as unseen as Polyphemus's half-shuttered eye. A howl, belated, mournful, not quite human, trundles through the fetid hills. A crisp dawn, drenched in sweat, simmering up from the bog-infested lowlands. The chill air whispers knowing secrets across bare, hairless skin. I shiver, goose flesh subsiding with the rising of the naked sun. Spacewolf. I wonder what a werewolf has to do if he goes flying into outer space. How often would he see his native moon when it reveals its full and shining face? And what about the worlds he might befriend with all those moons that circle in their skies? It seems there could be one or two or 10, and some are likely full in broad daylight. Now, would a man of conscience search the stars in hopes of finding worlds that have no moons, so he won't change into his evil part that loves to kill while howling out of tune? I guess the point is moot, at least for now, and I must find another way, somehow. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, press the button for it and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your time.